Hello and welcome back to another Ally video. So today's video, I'm going to be discussing the spending buckets they had just created for the checking account. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know I have been with them forever. And I made a video previously about their saving account buckets. Well, this is all about the checking account. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned so you can get to know about the spending buckets. So here we are inside of my checking account. What you want to do is scroll on down that page right next to activity. You will see spending buckets. So they make it very easy for you to find this spending bucket section. What you will see is a blank page. I created this bucket to understand the process before making the video because I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. So this is why this is here. You will see add bucket and then you will see FAQ. I highly recommend go through the FAQ, but one thing I wanted to bring to your attention in the very beginning is that this is not for bill pay. So say that you have a bill for your credit card and you're expecting them to send the money from your bucket to them. That's not how this works. You actually have to have that transaction come through your activity for them to take the money from the bucket to be applied to that as well. So that's how it works. You must use your card or you must have a actual transaction come from the company, it's my understanding, to hit your account. And when it hits your account, it will automatically know, okay, because you assign a company to this bucket, the company is now inside of the activity section. We're going to take the money from the bucket and pay that. Boom. It has to be in that step order. It cannot be some random bills coming in without it being allocated correctly in the bucket. So here is how this works. It's very straightforward. We're going to come up here and we're going to click on add bucket. What I like so far is that the categories they give for your buckets is big. Like, I mean, everything you can think of, from charity, childcare, credit card, entertainment, clothes, internet, loans, home, healthcare. I mean, anything. And if you still can't find it, you do have the option for other, which is right down here at the bottom. I do like that depending upon what you click on, they give you these little icons on the side that's like more of a visual, which is, I think, really cute. So you can give your bucket a name. I'm going to say, well, firstly, I'm going to actually create a real one because I want to see if it does what I think it's going to do. And I want to do it for internet. So I'm going to name this Comcast. Now, you do have to assign companies to the bucket for the system to know and make sure they are applying the funds appropriately. So I'm going to explain when I get to that section. Now, for the part of 204, you're going to plan your spending from this bucket. Now, this is very important because you will have to assign a date, which means month, day, and year. You want each of your buckets to be fulfilled. So if I believe you can, but if you decide to have all of your bills for a specific type of bucket come out on the same day, then they will have to distribute it, I guess, based upon which one you made first, second, and third. But let's just say you have one bill you want to have created. One bucket you want to have fulfilled by the third, and then you want to have another bucket fulfilled by the fifth, and another bucket fulfilled by the ninth. They will make sure from the unbucketed amount, which is nothing but the total balance of your checking account, when they need to put money into each of those buckets. It will be the third first. It will be the fifth or whatever date, second and third, and so on and so forth. So as long as you have the funds inside of your unbucketed account, those buckets will be actually fulfilled. If you don't, then those buckets will not be fulfilled. It's as simple as that. Now, how much do you need? So let's say you want to do groceries every month. You want to do it monthly. You want to do $300. I will go right ahead, type in $300, come to how often, and I'm going to do monthly. But you do see here, they give you options from one time, every 2 months, weekly, every other week, so on and so forth. And then I already have the date here. It says, just to confirm, you're planning to spend $300 each month from this bucket starting on 3/3/23. Yes, we're going to go right ahead and click on next. Now, when you come to how you want to have your money taken from your unbucketed account to the buckets, you can do it or the bank can do it. I personally would like the bank to do it because if anything happens where something isn't paid and I see my bucket has not been fulfilled and I had the money, I can blame them. But you could choose to do it yourself just to be more in control, but I leave it up to them. They have this system created for that, so I don't have to worry about doing anything. I'm going to set it up and you do everything for me. Now, you do have the option to click here and have the money move today as you are doing the bucket, but I'm going to leave it up to them. Click on next, and then we're going to get to start tracking the spending. Now, I want to say that this is a great option. So let's say you are a person from home and you actually work from home. Let's say you are it's a small business, right? Even though this is a checking account and it's for a regular personal account, you can always use this for business purposes. Say you want to do a couple buckets for taxes. Say you want to do it for other things as well. You have that option with the spending buckets for the checking account. You want to find the company. Okay, I believe I said it was Comcast before. Put in Comcast, click search. You will see Comcast there, but I've used it for another actual business there. I can't remember what I had used it for. Let's go back. Back. Yes, Comcast. So let's just say internet. Let's put what is it? Verizon. Let's do Verizon. Go back down, and they will tell you if a business isn't found. So I'm gonna just put it's just some random words. You will see we couldn't find any results matching your search, but here's good news. You can add business to your bucket later from your unbucketed spending. So all you would do is go to your unbucketed spending. It will have all the transactions in your actual account that posted, and you can assign those to the buckets. Now, not all of them will have that feature in there. What it says here in the FAQ, right here in the FAQ, it states that if you want to always track spending at a business that's to your bucket, you just click the checkbox to make it happen and it go right into the bucket. Now keep in mind that some transactions in the unbucketed won't have that option, but you can still always move individual transactions into your bucket by itself. So again, because I don't have anything in mind, I can't really do that. But we're going to go right ahead and put Verizon in here. Click on search. We see it, click the plus sign, and then click next. So here we have the overview. We have the category, the need by date, the tracking. It's going to be for Verizon, home. How much, how often, the bucket balance, and who will do the distribution. Which for me, I had chose the bank. And this is what you're going to get here now. A big question might be on your mind is, well, what happens if I choose to put $300 for my grocery bill, but it actually comes out to be more? Well, they won't decline the transaction. What they will do is they will take the money out of the bucket, and any remaining amount that you overspent will have to come from the unbucketed spending. So just make sure you have money in your unbucketed spending, unless you're going to, at the checkout line, say, take this off of my bill because it is not what I have allocated. So this is great because if you are a person that has been using those envelopes to help you spend and you're carrying around all this money, which I do not like at all, this will be a great option because you've already set up online what company you want to spend this money at, how much. And the only thing is, if you do happen to go over, you already know before you go to the store, you have 300 for groceries, and it's up to you to make sure, just like if you had those envelopes in your pocket, hey, I need to take some stuff off of this conveyor belt, and put back because I don't have the whole money. I don't have the whole amount. I need to stick to this budget. And then you will be able to see per month on a consistent basis how much you're spending. So you can adjust. Well, let me make sure I need to go to a different store to spend less, and so on and so forth. How much am I spending every month on gas? So much, all those things are very, very helpful. You're going to click on add bucket, and then you're going to get this confirmation page right here, which gives you, way to go, it's all done, and you can add another bucket. You can add up to 30 buckets. That's what I have seen so far, and it's unlimited with how much you can, distribute, how many transactions you're going to put in there. But what I have seen so far is this is a really cool idea. I already used the saving bucket, so now I can start utilizing the actual checking. Now, if you needed to ever edit anything, let's say you no longer use Verizon and you wanted to use Comcast, you can always come to it, click on edit bucket, scroll down to the very bottom, click the X, click add company, and then you will type in Comcast. But because I already used Comcast in another bucket, it will already show Comcast there, and I will not be able to select it because, as I stated, you can only use one company per bucket. So I'm going to cancel those changes, click yes, and go there. So this is how you actually go right ahead and make a bucket. I hope this helped you guys understand the purpose of buckets, how to utilize the buckets, and how you can edit them. And also, as you see here, delete them. So if you have any other questions, leave them down in the comments, and I hope you have a great one.